am going to share with you a step, an idea, or a tip that you can use to actually build your blog. It is the foundational elements that you might require when you are building your blogging business in Kenya, and which you can use to turn it into an income generating online business in Kenya. And the idea is very simple. I want to give you a daily step that you can take to be able to start your blog and actually start creating content as you work towards building an income generating asset or a side hustle that can make money for you in the coming months or in the coming years as you work on it, as you work on turning it into a profitable enterprise. And the one thing that you need to be sure of, or the one thing you can focus on today, is being clear on your why. As you start your blog in Kenya today, the first order of business is actually being clear on your why. You need to be very clear on why you are starting your blog in Kenya, or why you want to undertake this blogging journey. Knowing your why is very important, and there are only 3 main reasons why you might be interested in starting a blog today. And these reasons are: 1, to build your personal brand; 2, to build an income generating online business; and 3, to just have fun with the blog as your creative outlet. When your why is strong enough, it will be a very important aspect as you build your blog, because you will be able to overcome challenges and the difficulties that you are going to face as you build your blog into a profitable business. So today, spend a few hours or a few minutes just thinking about your why. Be clear, because this is going to be one of the foundational elements that you'll need as you build your blog in Kenya. Today, you're going to focus on doing some research and actually picking your blogging topic or your blogging niche in Kenya. And for simplicity, your blogging niche or topic is what you're going to be writing or blogging about. It could be driven by quite a number of things. And the idea here is to figure out what it is that you love, what you enjoy, and what you can write about for quite a considerable period of time. As you do this today, you might also need to consider your knowledge level, your expertise, your skills, and your life experiences as you decide on the topic or the niche to focus on. And what you need is something that probably combines all these elements together. You want to be able to pick something that you are knowledgeable about, something that you enjoy, something that you are passionate about, or something that you have experienced in real life. This is because you want to be speaking from a point of knowledge, from a point of an understanding of what it is you are talking about. It might even be interesting if you actually share your own personal experiences with regard to that particular topic or that particular niche. For example, what is the one topic or one thing that you talk endlessly about? You know, that thing that your friends sometimes will ask you to shut up about because you are always talking about it, or you always discuss about it. You might consider starting there, because that shows that that is something that you really like. By the end of the day today, what you must do is ensure that at least you have your blogging niche picked up. You need to have narrowed down on the one thing that you're going to be blogging about for the next couple of months or years. And today, you are going to focus on picking your domain name. When you are starting a blog in Kenya, your blog name is one of the most important things that you must have. This is because it is going to be the name that you'll be known for on the internet, and probably the name that you're going to build your brand around. You want to make this name short and brandable. You want it to be memorable. especially if you are thinking long term when it comes to building an income generating online business in Kenya. You do not want to have a complicated name, something that people cannot remember. And I want you to think of all the big brands that you know: Facebook.com, Apple.com, Google.com, LinkedIn.com, Twitter.com. All these are short names that you can always remember, and they have turned into big businesses. You want to also think about it in that way. While you can be able to pick random names and turn them into brand names, you might also consider using your names. This might end up being a very smart strategy, because when you think about it, you will always be using your name. And if you're interested in building a personal brand, then having a domain name under your own name is actually a good thing to do. So the only thing that you have to do today then is actually pick a domain name, search for its availability, and then pay for its registration. In most cases, this is going to cost you about Kenya shillings 1,300, and that's a good investment if you are seeking to build a blog in Kenya. The one activity that you should focus on today is actually getting or buying your blog hosting solution. And since you already have a domain name by now, this should not be a big problem. Getting hosting for your blog is actually a foundational element. It's something that you must have. This is because you are going to create content, you are going to have files, and all these things need to be stored somewhere. What hosting provides are the web servers where your content is stored, which makes it very easy for your audience to be able to retrieve that information. It is exactly what you experience when you Google for something. When that content comes up, it is being retrieved from a server somewhere, and that particular article is being hosted somewhere. So you want the same service provided to you, so that then your content becomes available to your target audience. And that's why blog hosting is one of the things that you do when you are starting your blog in Kenya. It is going to cost you an average of Kenya shillings 4,100, and that's an investment that you need to make. And when you combine both web hosting and domain name registration, this becomes some of the starting expenses or cost of building your blogging business. And you're going to have these two renewed each and every year. So you need to be able to have that in mind, that as you build your business, as a minimum, you first need to recoup not only your time, but also the money you spent setting it up. With your domain and hosting in place, now you can get into the more interesting part of starting and building a blogging business in Kenya. And the one item or activity you are going to do today is actually to install the WordPress content management system into your blog. Remember, you already have a domain name and you got your blog hosting set up yesterday. That means by today, you should have access to your backend of that particular website or blog. And on the backend, or what you might call the cPanel, you're going to find a function that allows you to actually install WordPress into your blog. WordPress is the blogging platform that I would recommend for you to use. It is free, it does not cost you anything, and it's actually a pretty easy platform to use when you're creating content. Installing WordPress into your website is actually not a complicated process. It is something that might actually take you less than 30 minutes to do. And if you need assistance, you can definitely get in touch with me, and I can be able to do that at no extra cost to you. As a content management system, WordPress is one of the most popular blogging platforms in the world today, and very many websites are actually running on WordPress. And what is interesting is that most blog hosting providers actually provide a one-click WordPress installation, meaning you just need to click a button and the WordPress CMS will be installed on your blog. By the end of day 5, you should at least have WordPress installed in your blog. If you want the actual or the digital copy of my blogging growth roadmap, I have it available for free in the description below, and you can go ahead and download it. You can print it or do whatever you want with it, but at least if you follow the steps in this blogging growth roadmap and stay consistent, you should be able to succeed building a profitable blogging business in Kenya. If you have enjoyed this particular video, check out the video on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next one.